Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Wednesday, the 27th of October 2021. And we're producing our Wednesday morning gold and silver price update, forecast and daily news. Yesterday, our video was a little longer than usual, as we focused on the prospective rise of the US dollar and the consequent headwinds this was likely to cause for gold and silver prices, as well, of course, as other commodities. And if you haven't listened to that, we've placed a link to it in the description box below. We shall see today that gold and silver prices have indeed fallen below support levels, and equity markets remain uncertain. So with all that in mind, let's take a look. Welcome to Illuminati Silver. It's Wednesday, 27th of October 2021 at 10:06 a.m. GMT +1. Weather outside, bombastic. I shall say that again, bombastic. Now what do we mean by that? It's cloudy, it's windy, it's threatening, but it's calling above its weight. It's being bombastic. And so is all the negative comments about the UK economy, because we can see here, according to Santander Bank, the United Kingdom is seeing the strongest mortgage growth in many years. Yes, indeed. It's seeing the strongest demand for UK mortgages in many years, helping to underpin growth at the Spanish lending behemoth as it positions for higher interest rates globally. Lending for mortgages to British individuals climbed 4.4% from a year earlier to £174 billion, Santander said on Wednesday, which is today, when it reported third quarter earnings. It's baking in a rise in the UK interest rates to 1% by the end of next year. We're starting from very low levels of rates, and inflation is clearly higher than short-term rates are going to be by the end of next year. This is what Garcia, its chief financial officer, said. So, at least there's one asset class potentially that's going to continue to rise. However, stocks are struggling to rise today, according to Bloomberg at least this morning. The rally in European stocks faded on Wednesday amid mixed earnings reports, a decline in commodity prices, and renewed concerns about the region's economy. Mining stocks led a retreat in the Stoxx Europe 600 index as prices of raw materials, including aluminium and iron ore, fell, along with crude oil. Germany's DAX underperformed after Europe's biggest economy cut its 2021 growth forecast, citing the lingering effects of the pandemic and a supply squeeze. Well, Deutsche Bank signals optimism despite its warning yesterday after weathering its trading slowdown. Are we experiencing a yo-yo effect? The economy's collapsing, but mortgages are going up in terms of volume. We're seeing the German economy failing, and yet Deutsche Bank, one of its major banks, is saying things aren't that bad. Deutsche Bank's AG debt traders held up better than most amid an industry-wide slump. They just needed more help from other parts of the investment bank. The German lender's deal-making and trading units saw a drop in profit, and revenue as fixed income trading slipped 12%. Advisory fees and a rally in equity trading were enough to provide revenue jumps at the investment banking units of UBS Group AG and Barclays PLC, but Deutsche Bank posted smaller gains in deal fees than US rivals and has already gotten out of stock trading. While Deutsche Bank raised the outlook for the investment bank slightly, its shares still fell as lower provisions for bad loans explained why third quarter profits beat estimates. Let's look at the business news in the UK. This is the headline, the most important. Wage rises will put 30p on a pint, says the pub chain. Yes, because we are increasing the minimum wage to £9.50 an hour. Our pints of beer are going to go up 30p. Our Chancellor of the Exchequer, Sunak, promises budget for new post-COVID economy. And then we have US McDonald's workers strike again over harassment. And whilst that's the main news in Britain, it's not on the American part of the BBC. We have Clinton aide details sexual assault by US senator. US panel approves COVID jabs for children 5 and upwards. And Canada's PM Justin Trudeau shuffles his cabinet. As far as Reuters is concerned, lights on, nobody applying. Skill shortages bite as Australia reopens. After 2 years of stop-start COVID-19 lockdowns, Australia is ready to party. So all our Australian listeners, I'm sure you have your hats on and you're blowing balloons. But venues from restaurants to sporting stadiums are facing a difficult summer after a huge exodus of holiday workers and foreign students. Well, looking at the dollar index, we can see, and we're having trouble with our internet connection today. Perhaps this bombastic weather is having an effect after all. Just shy of 94. It's 93.95. We said yesterday it's going to 94, and we are confident it's going to 94, and in time higher. Energy prices down, partly because of the strength of the US dollar, but still well ensconced in the mid $80 a barrel. Stock markets in the US yesterday. Dow Jones was up, S&P was up, and the Nasdaq was up, albeit all less than 0.2%. Overnight in Asia, Nikkei and the Topix and the Hang Seng Index all down between 0.03% and 1.57%. And in Europe and the UK, down on average 0.3%. Economic news coming out. Let's take a look. Well, yesterday we had the S&P Case-Shiller Home Index coming in at the same level as it did for August as it did in July year on year. The Consumer Confidence Index, though, has risen. Consumers are becoming more confident, according to this assessment. And the number of new home sales for September have risen both above August figures and higher than expectations. Now today we have durable goods orders or advanced core capital goods orders, factory orders and trading goods, and that will have an interesting reflection as to how that part of our commercial sector is developing. Remember, Friday is the key day today. Gold prices fallen now below that 1800 level and is down $16 and currently stands at $1,786. Silver prices also down below the key support level of 24 at $23.95, and that's down 37 cents. Remember, in yesterday's video, we spent slightly longer than usual highlighting the fact that the dollar strength, which we believe is going to continue and increase, is going to have a headwind effect for gold and silver prices. And perhaps we are now starting to see that come back into operation. A quick look at cryptocurrencies. About an hour and a half ago, I was going to say, yes, the crypto market is continuing to rise. But within that 1.5 hours, we saw Bitcoin fall 6% in 1.5. Well, actually, it took 15 minutes. So the market capitalization currently is 2.47 trillion, with Bitcoin literally crashing $3,000 plus in 15 minutes to, oh, not quite 3,000, I've exaggerated slightly, over $2,000 in 15 minutes to $58,924. And we can see it's down 6% over the last 24 hours. That's it for now. We're waiting for Friday's data to see the direction for precious metals, though we still think they will remain pretty subdued unless there's some geopolitical issue that suddenly raises its head. Thank you for listening. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, press the bell sign. Have a great day, but don't have a bombastic day. Just an enjoyable one. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, We are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.